Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. I'm Natasha, an artist and illustrator from the UK, and I share videos about all of the creative things I love, in the hope that maybe they'll inspire you too. So in this video we're going to take a trip to Merchant & Mills, a fabric shop in Rye in East Sussex, which is near the south coast of England. They seem to have gained a bit of a cult following in recent years, so I thought it would be useful to have a video up on my channel for those of you who are maybe planning to visit in the future, or those who perhaps can't visit and would like to live vicariously through this video. Dominic and I will be sharing what we bought after I've taken you on a little tour of the shop, and if you see a man's hand appearing, that's obviously his. I think he had as much fun in here as I did, and he actually did a little bit of filming too, so I've added some of his footage in amongst mine. We ended up spending at least an hour and a half in the shop, and in all honesty I could have been in there for longer. There was so much to look at, and I would say that it didn't just live up to my expectations, but exceeded them. We've actually been to Rye 3 times prior to this, but we've never been to Merchant & Mills before. They're only open from Wednesday through to Sunday, and they actually have shorter opening hours on the weekdays, so you'll need to check their hours before you make a special trip. Having spent quite a lot of time on their gorgeous website recently, we were very excited to visit in person because we already knew that there would be so many things we loved. I placed an order with Merchant & Mills online earlier this year. I bought scissors and some other little notions, mainly to use for cross-stitch and embroidery. But I'm now getting into sewing too, so I knew I needed to visit the shop to see everything for real. One of the things I was really excited about when we walked in was the number of remnants baskets they had. I actually thought I was going to be buying some fabric off the roll, but in the end all of the pieces I bought were from the remnants baskets, so it's definitely worth having a rummage through those. You never know what you're going to find. As I say, we'll be sharing all of those with you in a couple of minutes, plus some extra items that somehow made their way into our baskets. But for now, I hope that you enjoy looking around this inspiring shop. I have 7 pieces of fabric. I have some other things that are over here underneath the fabric because they wouldn't fit in the shot. But yeah, basically this is what I went for, and it looks very much, looking at it now on camera, looks very much like one of my paintings, doesn't it?
It really does. I particularly love this one. But I remember when I saw it, I thought it was very...
I think you handed it to me, yeah.
Okay.
So yes, I didn't know really what I was going to go in there and get. I had seen a couple of fabrics on their website. One was called, I think, funnily enough, the cross stitch fabric, which is the sort of Indian fabric that was really drapey with like little embroidered crosses on it.
Oh yes.
And I'd seen a floral one that I really liked, but in the end we just completely raided the remnants baskets.
They had so many, I mean, what, about half a dozen remnants baskets were there?
Yeah, I think they did actually, yeah.
And yeah, all fantastic. I mean, all of their fabric is lovely, but it was quite fun having a little rummage in all of the...
Yeah, because you feel like you're finding little treasures, don't you? That's the thing.
Absolutely, yeah.
And I think we did find some little treasures. So the first one we'll have a look at is this one. This is called the Morris Cotton. And this was one of my more expensive ones. This cost £26.60, but it's quite a large piece. It's 1.75 metres by 110 centimetres. And what I'm thinking of doing with this one is making it into a massive square scarf that can kind of double as a shawl. So I'd kind of make it into a triangle, fold it over, make it into a triangle to wear it as a shawl, or I'd wear it kind of triangular at the front and sort of tied at the back, if that makes sense. So I'm thinking that I have more than enough to do that with, and I'll probably have some left over. So I might end up making something else with that. But I'm a very basic sewer at the moment because I've only just started. I recently bought a sewing machine, which I'll be sharing with you all in due course. But yeah, so I decided that I'm going to keep to just simple things to begin with. So basically, I think these 3 fabrics are the ones that I'm going to make things to wear out of. And these 4 fabrics here are all going to be for either cross stitch or embroidery, or for like finishing some of my cross stitch projects. So if I wanted to make them into like a pillow or something like that, you've got like nice
really
backing.
Lovely backings, wouldn't they?
Yeah, you've got nice backing fabrics. So we have this one. I'm going to just bring them in so we can see them a bit better. This one is, what does it say? It's called Big
Sir.
Big Sir. And it's £8, and you get 45 centimetres by 143. So it's quite long, but not very wide. But that's going to be perfect to stitch on. So that's what I was thinking for this one. Just a really nice, simple linen. So I think this one here was my tiniest piece of fabric. This is called macadamia, and I think it's a cotton. Do you think it's like just a cotton?
It does feel like a cotton.
It feels quite thin, and it's 0.5 by 100 centimetres. So 0.5 metres, sorry, by 100 centimetres. Yeah, half a metre. Sorry, I'm saying it weirdly. So it's quite long, but quite thin relatively. I mean, but it was only £4, and I just thought it's the most gorgeous sort of burnt umber type of colour. If that was a paint, it would be burnt umber, I think.
I actually rather like where it's got like the little imperfection, which might be why it was a remnant, because there's a little white thread through there.
I know, I noticed that.
It kind of, I don't know, I quite like the sort of...
Yeah, it's like it with linens, you get that kind of slubby type of thing. And yeah, they're quite nice, aren't they, like that? But I did think if I don't want that in something, I can always work around it. Because this is also, I think, either going to be used for me to sew on or stitch on, rather, sort of embroidery or something. Or I'm going to use it for finishing. But for £4, I mean, I think that's a pretty good deal. And then we have this gorgeous colour. So this is, what does that say, Dominic? Do you know? Maori?
Is it Maori?
Maori.
Or Mori?
Tencel linen. And so that's 40 centimetres by 150. And this one was only £5.30. It kind of feels very soft and drapey, doesn't it?
Oh, it is nice.
So it's quite an interesting fabric. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do with this one. I did think I might stitch on it because it would make such a lovely background colour. Because it's a kind of greyish green. It's like a foresty green.
You could even have it as a table runner, and you could do some embroidery on it.
Oh gosh, that'd be nice.
Because it's quite a good table runnery size.
Do you know what? This is a brilliant idea for this piece. I mean, £5.30 for a table runner, and then, like you say, I could embroider on it.
Yeah.
Okay, that might become a table runner, that one, because that is a really good size and the colour is just gorgeous. Great idea, Dominic. And this one is actually linen. This is called Plainings linen. It's 0.35 metres, so it's 35 centimetres wide and 145 centimetres long. So this one is really long and thin, and this was £7.50. But I love the feeling of this.
Chunky, isn't it? It's got
It
that nice
is.
thick.
And I thought with this one, this is just going to be great to stitch on. I think this is going to be, if I want like a really dark background for something,
Yeah, it's a lovely colour.
that's going to be a great one. So yeah, those are my plain ones. So they're kind of like for, as I said, probably embroidery, cross stitch possibly, and now a table runner. So the second one, because we've looked at the Morris cotton, haven't we? So the second one here, this one is, what does that say? In theory, Indian cotton block print. Now this is quite a big one. This is 180 centimetres by 110 centimetres wide. So this was £27.40, so that was quite a lot more. But I love Indian block prints. Do you?
Yeah, I really do.
You might have found this one. I can't remember. I think some of these you
It would have
found.
appealed to me. Yeah. We might have to look back at the footage. And
Yeah.
but
yeah,
it's definitely that.
I love this so much, and I actually think, I mean, it would make a fantastic scarf, like another really big scarf, like I said for the other one. But I want to see. I'll unroll it and I'll see how much there is. I need to visually see it. And
I could totally imagine you wearing a scarf like that.
yeah. I also think it'd make a brilliant skirt, but I don't know whether there's enough there for a skirt.
Don't know.
I mean, it's quite a large piece, but anyway, the thickest one of these three, so the three bigger ones, I think they were all 20 something. Yeah, they were all 20 something pounds each, these bigger ones. So this is called Thule Indian ICAT.
I think it's
Does anyone know how to say that? And that's 165 by 110 centimetres. So that's another big bit. I actually don't know what I'm going to do with this piece. I just really liked the look of it. I like the feel of it as well, because it feels quite thick.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll see what I do with that.
Yeah, it is a big piece. I mean, that would be a really nice scarf.
Yeah, they all would make brilliant scarves.
They'd all make really good either table runners, tablecloths, those things, scarves.
Skirts.
Yeah.
Or bags
little,
even.
I was just going to say little work bags or
Yeah.
I don't know.
So the other things that made their way into my basket were this little book, Elementary Sewing Skills, the Merchant and Mill's Wooden Folding Rule. Just love this. I always, whenever we go into antique shops, look at these, like the antique versions of these folding rulers. And often I love them, but I feel like they're a bit delicate to use every day, or they're a bit like dirty or something. You know, they look lovely.
Patina.
Yes, patina. Patina.
No, but I do know what you mean. They can be a bit rusty, or the hinge bits have got damaged. Or...
So I wouldn't necessarily want to put them on new fabric.
Yeah.
So I thought I'm going to treat myself to that. I think it was £11.50. I'll put it on screen if I've got that wrong, but I think it was £11.50. So that's just a really nice thing to have in my kit.
You're a bit of a sucker for rulers.
I am a sucker for rulers. I've got loads of wooden rulers in my studio.
This is a particularly nice one, though.
Yeah, so that's going to stay in my sewing kit, obviously. So in this little packet here, I'm just going to take that out of the way while we get the little bits and bobs out. another. Dominic's helping me to place them. I really like the paper bags that they use for everything. Everything feels very... Do you notice the lack of plastic? Everything is in paper. Like all of these little... the bits they wrap around, I can't think what that's called, like the packaging, is paper. And all their tags are paper, the main bags are paper. Yeah, little wax paper thing there. So yeah, we have a measuring tape. I do have a measuring tape, but I think this one is really aesthetic. So that was a bit of an impulse purchase, just because I like the look of it. And I don't know, sometimes it's really nice, especially when you're taking pictures of things for social media, to have really nice accessories or props or whatever. So,
and you can never have enough of these. They're just really handy. I know.
Yeah.
They do wear out as well. They get a bit.
Yeah, they get a bit old
and I've got a red one, which I think was my grandmother's, but it is a little bit.
Really?
Frayed.
Oh. Red is very on brand for you, actually.
Yeah. I rather love this. Thing I love about this one, it's got a little red tip.
Do you know what? I didn't even notice that.
Really?
I hadn't even noticed the red end.
Oh, yeah. I was tempted by this. I thought, oh, that would look nice in my study. But...
It would actually, wouldn't it? Ah, well, maybe
next time.
Could be a present idea. So yeah, I bought some tailor's chalk as well, but just because I thought, you know, if I'm going to be cutting fabric out, I'm going to be measuring things, I'm going to need something to mark it with.
It's really nice. I love it. It's
in the wax paper. It's so nice, isn't it? Everything seems so traditional and really put together with care, which I really love. And so in this little packet here, let's just get my little buttons out. So these are called the Moorland buttons. I'll just drop those there. So they're little wooden, like polished wooden buttons, and I actually don't know what I'm going to use them for. I just really, really love them. I think they were like 60p each for these large ones. And I thought if I make a little bag and I want to do a little like button clasp on it or something.
Yeah, I believe they had 3 different sizes of these, and these were the largest.
Yeah. So if you like them, they're called the Moorland buttons. And yeah, shall we have a little flick through the elementary sewing skills book, and then we'll move on to Dominic's haul, which is just a little haul, isn't it? Yeah. So this is a beautifully put together book, and it tells you all sorts of things you need to know if you're starting out on your sewing journey like I am. And I think this is going to be so super useful, because it even gives hints on how to use a sewing machine and all of that. So great little book. It has a fabric cover.
It reminds me of the sort of Edwardian kind of manuals.
It does, doesn't it? It has a really nice traditional feel, just like everything from Merchant and Mills. So now I think we're going to move on to Dominic's haul.
So this is my mini haul. I was very restrained, and we picked up so many different little remnants that we put back.
Yeah, we sadly had to put some of them back because we thought we're going to end up spending a lot of money, and we wanted to pick things that were just, I don't know, that we thought we could actually use for something rather than just speculatively buying them.
Yeah, yes. And I know I was very aware that if I got loads of things, I'd never do anything with them and they'd just sit there. Whereas if I just get a few, and Natasha might possibly be making some little sort of scarf, little neckerchief things for me out of these, which
I think they're going to look so good.
Yeah,
I can really imagine. We held them up to Dominic and he did look really good, kind of against them. So I think they're going to work well.
They'll work with my outfits. But this, so I'll go with this one first. Is Indigo Enoki.
I think that's how you say that.
Which looks, it's got a sort of Japanese feel to it. So,
So that's like cotton, isn't it?
Yeah, it's quite a light cotton. It's quite a small, so it's half a metre by 114 centimetres, and that was only £6.40.
Yeah, £6.40 is great for that.
Pretty good. Sorry, I'm fidgeting this about a bit, so I'll stop.
It's all right.
And then this one, which is so interesting, they've done it sort of like knotted the dye, and I don't know. It's
Yeah,
quite
I think it's like
interesting.
tie-dye, isn't it? And they've kind of knotted it.
So you get these little
sort of 3D.
Yeah. And that's called water moss.
Love the name of that one.
So that's 65 centimetres by a metre, and that was £9.40, which is not too bad. So hopefully that'll be enough for a little neckerchief.
Oh, definitely, yeah. So yeah, you essentially get 2 neckerchiefs. I mean, they're going to be quite easy to stitch.
I hope so.
Now I have my sewing machine.
So just sort of hem them and...
Yeah, and that's quite a good price. Because think what you buy them for in a shop.
Yeah, and these, I don't know, they're just a bit unusual. And I often wear either a lot of blue or a lot of green things.
Yeah, go with both.
And then a couple of these things are for Natasha's Christmas present. So
I feel very lucky. We've actually started buying Christmas presents early because I ordered yours the other day, didn't I? As well?
Yes, yeah.
So yeah, we're organised.
I love this. It's like a little chenille needles. So you get, how many do you get? 10 of assorted sizes. I love it. It's a lovely little wooden container. And yeah, you get a good array of,
And I love this because you can also continue using that container even when you've used those needles. I mean, it took me a long time to use all those needles, but even when you have, you can buy new needles and use the container, and it's like such a traditional feel again.
And that's going to get even more lovely the more you sort of use it, handle it. I'm pleased about that. So that's a present from Natasha. Oh, I got another one of those little buttons. I mean, these are all spoilers for Natasha's Christmas present, but I am going to use that. I'm going to tie on it to decorate the present, and then you can.
Such a good idea.
Yeah. So and then you can use that in your projects with the other ones as well.
Yeah, that's such a great idea. I love the idea of actually tying a present up with, like, you could use that twine and then put the button on, like a decorative button. Yeah. It just looks really good. Excellent idea.
And these are actually, these are for me. They are wooden map pins. You get 2 dozen of these, and I've got these in there. Love colour. These. They've got little, the little wooden top bits there, and yes, red's a bit of an accent colour in my study, and so that'll be great.
Yeah, they'll really go in there nicely. I've just noticed that says Merchant Mills rye, so it's like a little rye souvenir as well.
Oh, yeah.
Because they don't often put the rye on there, do they?
No, because these ones have got England, so it's Merchant of Mills England.
Oh, yeah.
And you've got Merchant of Mills rye.
I think that's the first time I've seen rye on it, actually. Because the folding rule over there has England on it.
Ah, so maybe some things are... I don't know, we'd have to ask them about that. And then finally, the book, which is another Natasha Christmas gift.
Yay!
I love the it just feels so sort of authentic and old fashioned in a way.
It does. They're so traditional looking, and everything is done with such quality. I think I said that earlier, but I love this traditional feel of everything.
You've got the fabric binding bits, and so it's going to stay in its plastic wrapper, I think, till you can open it at Christmas.
That's brilliant. Thank you.
Just one little thing. I just noticed that Caroline Denham. I wonder if any relative of one of my favourite auction houses, local auction
yeah.
houses. They're in Horsham, which isn't a million miles from Rye. I wonder if they're related.
Yeah, she's the lady who owns Merchant and Mills.
Yeah.
Who set it up. And yeah, so she's not just the author of the book, she's actually the owner of the whole business. But yes, it would be interesting to know whether they're related, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
It's funny.
because Natasha's engagement ring I got
You did, you got from Denham's,
from
didn't
Denham's.
you?
Yeah.
All those years ago.
Yeah, many years ago now.
Okay, so that's the end of our haul for today. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up because it will really help it to be seen by more people. A big thank you to Dominic for joining me today.
My pleasure.
It's always fun doing a video together, I love it. And if you enjoy the content on this channel, please tell your friends about it, share it wherever you can, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. That would be absolutely fantastic. And if you watched till the end of the video, what word shall we give them to write in the comments, Dominic?
Ooh.
Oh yes, maybe one of the
Water moss.
Water
There we
moss.
go.
Say water moss in the comments and we will know that you made it to the end of our video. Okay, take care everyone. Stay creative and I will see you again soon with another video. Bye for now.
Bye.